attention. The light was so brilliant and expansive. And I thought, oh, how wonderful that the light is going to shine longer and longer now. We finished our shortest day of the year. And this is our candlelight service. And to start off, I am going to invite our guest vocalist to come on up. And we will start off with our first song, I Am Light. Welcome, Megan. Thank you, Megan. I just really want to honor Megan and Ashwin this morning as well, since it was actually, we had another vocalist, and our guitarist, Julian, was to play, and Julian is injured, and Stacy is ill. And so, Megan, thank you for so brilliantly stepping in, and Ashwin as well. Thank you. Thank you. And what a treat. You're just absolutely delightful. And now we're going to start our ritual. And you know, there's something really powerful about ritual because it honors ourselves, it honors an energy, a power beyond us that is good, that is for us. And we are going to have the lighting of the candles to honor all faiths. And so I'm going to invite our practitioner of the day, Judy Southern, up. And we will start at this end. Actually, you're going to start with the, Judy, you're actually going to start with these candles. I know they look lit, but they're, no, you're going to turn them on.
Oh, turn them on.
Yes, you are. It's a different kind of lighting. And the first one is for Hinduism, which is the oldest religion and described as a way of life. The second one is for Judaism, teaching that oneness and God is spiritual, not physical. The third one is for all forms of Buddhism, embracing the concepts of karma, the law of cause and effect, and reincarnation, which is the continuous cycle of life. The fourth one actually is for Christianity, and it is about recognizing the Christ consciousness within all of us. We're all born with the Christ consciousness. And so that consciousness is the highest consciousness of all, love. The next one, can you get behind me there, Judy? You're good, is for Taoism. And the Tao stresses the importance of balance, of harmonizing the yin and the yang. And then the next one is for Confucianism. And Confucius believed that no one could ever have too much knowledge. And then we have one for Islam, submission to the will of God. A candle for the shamanic traditions. And then a candle for the First Nations traditions, regularly giving thanks through the acts of ritual and ceremony. And then we have a candle for recognizing science of mind and all new thought traditions, recognizing that there is a power, an intelligent power, back of and through all of life. And then we have our large candle here, which is a light for many paths to this one place of connection. And then, Judy, I am going to ask you to take this candle and light off of one of the votives, and we're going to light a candle recognizing all friends and family members that have passed on. And at this point, I would also like to acknowledge that one of the very first licensed practitioners of this center, way back when, made his transition last Sunday, and that's Stuart Philo. Yes, so I would like to recognize Stuart. And then the other candle is for, that's lit, thank you, you're good, you're fast, is for each one of us, recognizing our light within, that beautiful, beautiful place of unconditional love that we can always tap into in our hearts. And with that, Judy, I'm going to ask you to take the mic, and if you would give us an opening treatment, please.
So I invite everyone to be still, be in this stillness, take a breath, and close your eyes if you're comfortable for spiritual mind treatment, our form of affirmative prayer. I know that the light, there is one light, and we are, each one of us, sparks of that one divine light. And each spark is as strong and as loving and as giving as the original fire. And so knowing who we are as expressions of spirit, of spiritual light, I know that this light within us that we recognize now, and let's recognize the light that we are and that everyone is. For in this season of giving, let us shine our light and give our light. The season of giving, let us give the gift of the light within us, for it is surely there. So knowing the light that we are and the light that we are expressing, I am grateful. I am grateful for each and every one of us as beings of beautiful divine light. I release these words as law. I let it go. Please join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you. And I'll invite Megan and Ashwin back up for invocation song. Thank you.
Starry, starry night, paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hill, sketch the trees and daffodils. Catch the breeze and the winter chills in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me and how you suffered for your sanity and how you tried to set them free. They did not listen. They did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now. Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze, swirling clouds and violet haze reflect in Vincent's eyes of china blue, colors changing hue. Morning fields of amber grain, weathered faces lined in pain and soothed beneath the artist's loving hand. Now I understand what you tried to say to me and how you suffered for your sanity and how you tried to set them free. They did not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you. But still your love was there, and when no hope was left inside on this starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. Starry, starry night, portraits hung in empty halls, frameless heads on nameless walls, with eyes that watch the world and can't forget, like the strangers that you've met. The ragged men in ragged clothes, the silver thorn of bloody rose, lie crushed and broken on the virgin snow. Now I think I know what you tried to say to me and how you suffered for your sanity and how you tried to set them free. They did not listen, they're not listening now. Perhaps they never will.
Beautiful. I always know when I see people wiping their eyes, it's like, Oh, music is such an incredible way into the soul. And I'm going to invite up our practitioner of the day, Judy, to impart us with your words of wisdom. Thank you.
I have to remember to grab the lectern here because I've had a few mishaps. It does come apart. So good morning, everybody. And I guess I'll say good morning to people online who are watching after the fact. So here we are today, the day after the winter solstice. The longest day of darkness was yesterday, the shortest day. And so we begin our journey into the light. How appropriate that we're having a candlelight ceremony today. And so we begin our journey into the light, and in our way of life, we see Christmas lights and candles creating beauty all around us, reminding us of the light within us as we prepare for our Christmas day. And we know that many religions made a holy day around this time. And in the Christian belief system, the celebration of the birth of the spiritual leader called Jesus was adopted as a holy day on December 25th. And so we know that pagan rituals of sun worship at this time happened well before Christianity. And so for many, the real meaning at this time was a celebration of the sun, a reminder that we owe much of our life to the sun. And so there's many ways to celebrate at winter solstice time, no matter the belief system, be it pagan, Christian, Judaism, Islam, and all the others. And as Chris Kringle said in The Miracle on 34th Street, Christmas isn't just a day, it's a state of mind. Christmas has become, sadly, more commercial, and it can be hard to cut through to its true meaning. We've even been encouraged to say holiday instead of Christmas. I love how Ernest Holmes writes about the legendary Christmas star of Bethlehem. He writes about the Magi who reportedly saw a bright star, and he says metaphorically, this spiritual star, spiritual sun, was the guiding star that led the Magi to the place where the child lay. And he goes on to say, metaphorically, that is to say, the place of good in our soul, to the presence of God at the center of every person's heart. So for me, when I see the Christmas story as a metaphor, it works for me. The humility of the manger is a metaphor for the commonplace in every person's life. Now, I cry a lot at Christmas. Not because I'm sad, although I think there is a tinge of sadness in my heart, but more because my heart just breaks wide open at all the kindness that is present, and all the feelings, and that's what makes it so wonderful. So before my husband passed away, we had a few Christmases when we were alone on Christmas Day. Our kids from our 2 marriages would spend Christmas Day with their other families, their in-laws, so we were kind of the outlaws. We celebrated after Christmas Day when we could get together with them. We just didn't want to put pressure on them to have to see us on Christmas Day. So it just so happens, in 2004, just going back a bit, at a summer barbecue party, I met a man who was a Salvation Army chaplain. He had a place in Cabbagetown called Ron's Warehouse. And that's where he and his volunteers prepared and served Christmas dinner for his friends who lived on the street, the people of Cabbagetown whom he served through his ministry. So we got to know Ron. And being alone on Christmas, we decided to spend our Christmas serving this dinner. It was one of the more rewarding experiences in my life. I have had, through teary eyes, because I cry a lot at Christmas, through teary eyes and open heart, I happily filled the plates with turkey and all the trimmings that we'd all prepared, and we served all who came to Christmas dinner. Each person we served was a being of light, deserving of love and kindness. And you know, they were so grateful to us. It was wonderful. There was a lot of love and light that evening in the garage. that was decked out like a restaurant. Candles and lights everywhere and Christmas music. It was a special time. This was community with a capital C. The Cabbagetown community. So as you prepare for your Christmas and whatever you do, remember Christmas is a state of mind. And know that you are a being of light. So see the light in everyone you meet and shine your light so brightly. Namaste. And we have an affirmation, and it goes like this. I am a being of light. My heart lives in a place of peace. Beyond all emotional turbulence, I am. Please join me. I am a being of light. My heart lives in a place of peace. Beyond all emotional turbulence, I am.
I love that. Christmas is a state of mind, as is everything. I think that's what we teach here. Yes, everything is a state of mind. Come on up, Megan, for our feature song. You might know this song. It is from The Lion King, actually, called The New Lion King. Yes, not the old Lion King. Written by Beyonce, and it's Spirit. Take it away.
Yeah, yeah, and the wind is talking. Yeah, yeah, for the very first time. With a melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise. Singing, rise up to the light in the sky, yeah, watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, Spirit, let the heavens open. Yeah, Spirit, then you hear it calling. Yeah, yeah, and the water's crashing, trying to keep your head up high. While you're trembling, that's when the magic happens, and the stars gather by your side, singing, rise up to the light in the sky, yeah, watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, Spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, Spirit, can you hear it calling? Yeah, your destiny is coming close. Step into the light.
Thank you. Oh. Go up into the great I am. Oh, go up into the great I am. And yet, we don't have to go up into the great I am. Maybe we can go into the great I am that is within our hearts. I want to start off with a quote, and it's kind of like I just thought it was really funny. Like, it appealed to my wacky sense of humor. But it also was part of understanding that no matter where we are, we all have choice in how we bring ourselves to something. And it's by Anton Chekhov, who said, people don't notice whether it's winter or summer when they're happy. Oh, oh, there's a concept for you as the snow starts to fly. People don't notice whether it's winter or summer when they're happy. And of course, there is nothing outside of us to make us happy, because happiness is already who we are. Because we are spirit. And spirit is naturally happy, joyful, peaceful, powerful, filled with beauty and wisdom and light and love, and its life expressing constantly. So how many of you wish that just, if something would get sorted out there, then I could be happy. If something would change out there, then I could feel at peace. And, Michael Singer says from The Untethered Soul, only you can take inner freedom away from yourself or give it to yourself. Nobody else can. Only you can take inner freedom away from yourself. Only you. And, this week has been a very interesting week. Although I have to say that every time I start to think of a talk and I start thinking about Monday or Tuesday, and then it morphs into something else and something else and something else, because my weeks are really full and there's a lot that happens in my week, and then I go, wow, what a week that was. But my week started out last Sunday with having the honor of witnessing the passing of my father-in-law, along with Derek and his sister. And one of the most incredible things that happened was, as he took his last breath, there was a beautiful wave of energy, vibration, that just went through me. And I said to Derek, did you feel that? He's like, yeah, I felt that. And I thought, if there is any doubt, we are not our bodies. We are not our brains. We are not our feelings. And I hate to say it, I'm not this great hair either, thanks to my hairdresser. We are spirit. We are this energy that moves way beyond this physical body, that is connected to everyone and everything. And the feeling was so intense, yet so light, so beautiful, so freeing. And I went, thank you. Thank you for that honor of me being there, to witness this, to experience it, to feel it. And Ralph Waldo Emerson says, from within or from behind, a light shines through us upon things and makes us aware that we are nothing, but the light is all. The light is all. And I have to admit, I felt a bit like that person this week. That statue just opened up, allowing light through, and if you get real close to it, you can see there are cracks in the sculpture, right? And pieces that could break off because of fragility and vulnerability and woundedness. And yet, to come back into the light again and again and again, to know that that's all there is. And so after our debacle last Sunday with the water pouring down, although one person said, I thought that was part of the natural sound of meditation. That was your friend, Rebecca. She'd been here for the first time. She didn't know any difference with the water dripping. It was great. I'm like, maybe we should just offer that of the roof leaking and water falling every Sunday. And speaking with the landlord and getting things done there, and then trying to get our live stream hooked up. I spent 2.5 hours with Reverend Jonathan Zenz trying to get that all sorted out. And I'm like, wait a minute here. Like, why is all this stuff feel like it's falling apart? But it's not. It's not. Ernest Holmes says, prepare your mind to receive the good. Prepare your mind to receive the good. And so I had to do a lot of preparing to receive the good this week. I'm like, okay, I know it's somewhere. But it's about having faith in the power of the light and understanding that there is a power all around us and we can use it. We can really move towards it and align ourselves with it to use it for our good. And so our beautiful, beautiful landlord, and he is a truly terrific guy, a wonderful soul that I've had a relationship with for about 12 years in terms of him being the landlord, made a suggestion, and I went, oh, okay, well, that's possible. He suggests, let's leave this space here and let's move everything upstairs. And he says, and I'll cut your rent in half. I know, everybody likes that part. And I'll cut your rent in half. And I'm like, wow, that could be really interesting. And so, because we were about to renovate or zhuzh up upstairs for our meditation classes starting next year, I went, it could be a really great space up there for service as well. Like, why not? So something for us to consider. And I went, there we go. Thank you. There are so many possibilities. And if we stay open, we can come into alignment with what they could be and see what's next. But what it takes to do that is having faith. It takes faith that there is that power for good in the universe. It's kind of like a seed. A seed has incredible faith that it's going to bloom. It does not have doubt. And when we plant those seeds through using our own minds to say, you know what, I'm open to something better. And so I will plant those seeds. What is something better that could come along? What else is possible that could come along? And plant those seeds in full faith that something's going to bloom. And the seed doesn't question whether it's going to bloom. It's about the quiet faith of knowing that all is unfolding in the most beautiful, perfect way if we get ourselves out of the way. Because it is our minds, our thoughts, those crazy thoughts that come in and go, no, that's not possible. That couldn't happen. What about this? It won't work. Here's all the reasons why. Instead of going, I'm going to sit in the question and ask, what else is possible? What else is possible? So during times when there is increased awareness, and there is increased awareness on a global level, would you not agree There is an increased awareness of the power of love. There is an increased awareness that we are the Christ consciousness. There is an increased awareness that something needs to shift and change. And when we can let go of the fear-based ego consciousness, then the light can push all that fear and doubt up and out to the surface, to be dissolved, to release it. And I think that is what's happening in the world, because it looks like there's lots of tragedy and horrible things going on. And we can all get caught up in it. It's easy. All I have to do is turn on the news and it's like, okay, enough. What's happening in people's lives. But if we can come back to knowing, as I said to one person, I refuse to get caught up in that person's trauma and drama. I will only see the divine within them and that they have the power to heal. I will not get caught up in the trauma and drama, because that can be changed in an instant, the moment we decide to change it. And so the moment that we decide we're not going to look out there, that we are going to start looking within and having that quiet faith that the light is pushing all this stuff up to be dissolved, to be released, to be transformed, to be transcended, so that we move into a higher plane of consciousness. And it's a great way to then make sense of the increased tension that we experience, the anger we experience, the conflict that we experience in the world. It's like, oh, the light's just pushing it up. The light is pushing it up from underneath so it can be released and let go. It's like, instead of looking at all the things as broken, it's like wabi-sabi, which is the Japanese art of veining something with gold, just like the veining of the light, to put it back together, to have it whole and complete in its beautiful form with the veins of gold, which are the veins of light, so that we can appreciate the parts that got broken, but even more so, appreciate the beauty that comes through from those broken places. And so, if you have a real embodiment of what you desire, then you can experience it. You can experience it. Because when we come together in a place of coherence, where our body and our mind and our spirit and our feelings are all integrated, then we can make those very conscious, healthy, loving, constructive choices for ourselves and show up differently. But oh boy, do you ever get tested on that, huh? Holy moly. Like after last Wednesday, after 2.5 hours with Reverend Jonathan, and after being on the phone with the landlord for a few hours and all this stuff going on, I went, really? Yes, really. Yes, really. And so this week, I invite you, because I know sometimes going into Christmas and all the family stuff that goes on, or a lot of the family stuff that goes on, Carrie, she's sitting there going, oh. What if, instead of getting caught up in the trauma and drama of family, that we see the divine within each person. We see the light. We see the love, and release and let go of anything else. Anything else. And to know that, I'm going to use that line again, Judy, Christmas is a state of mind. That I can have a state of mind of love, of joy, of happiness, of fun. I want to have fun at Christmas. I like to do things that are kind of goofy and funny and, kind of loosen things up a little bit so that, it can be this expression of light and love. And so with that, I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. And my closing thought as I come back to driving down the Bayview Extension this morning at about 8 o'clock and how brilliant the light was shining, how expansive it was, and seeing everything light up between the trees, which, normally all the trees have leaves and we don't get to see that. And I went, there is only light. And that's what I choose to see. Namaste. So, one parting thing I want to leave you with is we can't have a single thought, word, or action or feeling that doesn't either add to the light of the world, knowing that we affect every particle, or send a disruptor through it. So, let's add to the light of the world. And with that, I invite you to join me in spiritual mind treatments. As I say, there is only one power, one presence, one beautiful light in the world. It is good. It is very good. It is the source and substance of all life. It is back of everything that gets created, and it is who and what each person is. It is who and what I am. And so as I go into my soul, and I know that this power, this presence is the gateway to the I am. And I open that door to the I am and claim for myself that I am a powerful being, as is each and every person, a powerful being of good, of light, of love. And with that, there can be nothing else. And so I release my word as law, because that law creates the spiritual prototype to make all of that come into form. And so I get my bloated nothingness out of the way. I release it, I let it go, and I let this divine energy flow. And so it is. Thank you. And so come on up, and we are going to sing I Am So Blessed as the baskets go around. And then we are going to have a lighting of the candles. So we will get that going after our baskets. So take it away. And I'm going to invite you all to stand up. Stand up and sing this out loud as well.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
today, knowing that in the law of circulation, there is a giving and a receiving and an expansive energy of gratitude and joy. And so with that, I say thank you for all that we have received today, knowing that it supports the next evolution of this center. And so with that, I let go, and together we say, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And I'm going to ask you to remain standing and make sure that you all have a candle. Just while I make sure that everybody's got candles, and we'll get Margaret Ann and Lise to have a candle to pass to you to light. A couple of announcements. Monday morning prayer is happening on Zoom for 2 more Sundays, and then it's going to Facebook Live. So I'll be on Facebook, on the Facebook page. So it's easier. Everybody can get to Facebook. And then next Sunday is our burning bowl ceremony, which is where you release what you want to let go of and invite in what you would like. And then on Sunday, January 12th is our, we're going to make our survival bags for the homeless. And there's a list up there next there, Kim. We need thermal socks and mitts and toques and rain ponchos, the little hot pots, all of that. So you can either bring things in, we've got a table, or you can make a directed donation on our website and we will purchase the items for you. But we're all going to get together and put the bags together, and then you can take them and give them to the homeless. And then also, I would like to say, Michel Pascal, he'll be here on January 31st and February 1st. All that information is on our website, so I won't talk about it today. And then also, thank you. Thank you to Ashwin. Thank you, Megan. Brilliant for just like getting in there and doing it. Thank you so much. Thank you to our Sacred Service team. Thank you to Margaret Ann for her beautiful, tender meditation this morning. To our practitioner of the day, Judy, thank you for your words. And Judy's happy to do prayer with anybody after service. Thank you to all of those. I am streaming from my camera or from my phone onto my page on Facebook Live right now. So that's happening. And so thank you to anybody who's watching online, and it will be up on our we're recording it, so it'll be on our Facebook page later. And thank you to all of you. And we are going to start with the lighting of the candles. And as we light the candles, we will sing I Am a Light. And then we've got a couple of Christmas carols after that. So I can...
You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright, and you shine. And you shine, and you shine so bright. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, we shine, we shine.
Okay, and Kim, do you want to switch it over to the next song? I'll be home for Christmas. Mhm.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams.
You good there?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Many blessings to you in this season of light. Allow your light to shine bright and know that there is a power for good. It is everywhere present and we can use it. Amen. Thank you. And so it is. And do you know Silent Night? Oh, he's pulling it up on his iPad. Because now he'll take requests. For tips. Look at musical accompaniment. Look at that.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
beautiful. I think we have a choir happening. Next. White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay, Megan's got it.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I get that nobody wants to go. Oh, Holy Night? And you know, so many of these carols are new for Ashwin, right? Yes, yes. And so you're great, Ashwin. Thank you.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appears and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine.
Thank you, everyone. I'll say on the count of 3, let's blow out this light and take it inside. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, save for next year. Have a wonderful holiday. We'll see you next Sunday.